Your number one journalist here, Mr. Montgomery, and the beat beneath me. Hit the link in the description. And also, if you want to promote your beats, you want your beats or your songs, anything played on my show for me to use, email it to me, my bro, and I'll get back to you. Now, Still Banglez, one of the biggest producers in the UK scene. He's grafted a sound. He's gone at basically every producer, saying that a lot of them are stealing his sound. Now, he put up an Instagram post saying this. Now, this is crazy, man. I never really thought Still Banglez thought like this, because he is a big artist. But he said this: since Dave is talking about producing, all you producers who stole the Still Banglez sound make me sick. B-Tech wannabes, new sounds anyways, because I'm actually a musician. Make me sick. Pathetic. Same guys will see me out at industry events and not acknowledge me, but yet you're all in your studios trying to recreate my style and feel like me when I make music. Make me sick. Now, there's a few things here. Like I said, I believe that Still Banglez is one of the most respected UK urban producers. I could even call him an artist now. I'm against this, I'm not gonna lie, because they say imitation is the best sign of flattery. If somebody is imitating you or copying your sound, it's not necessarily that they're stealing from you, but what they're trying to do is just be like you or just use you an example. You're setting an example. You've set a trend, Still Banglez. I don't think nobody's stealing your beats or stealing your sound. Let me not say beats, stealing your sound as a producer. And if somebody is mimicking it, it's not necessarily with malicious intent. I don't think it's with malicious intent. I think producers find inspiration and influence from other producers. It's just like other musicians. How many times, everybody says how many times, ching, dip, or shh. Where do these words come from? They come from someone else. They're influences from someone else. And it's the same thing with producers. Once you put something out on the internet, it's not necessarily that you're saying nobody can't copy it, but you put out on the internet because you want people to take in what you've put out. You want people to be inspired by what you've put out, and that's why you've done it. And you're respected in the scene. You are at a high pedestal. People put you at a high pedestal. The songs you've made with some and with some artists. What? No, any next producer can just do that. I get a lot of producers that shout me and talk to me for advice and stuff like that, bro. They would dream to make a song with Miss. They would dream to make a song with Mo Stack. Now, Still Banglez as well has shaped some of the careers for some of our artists. Now, every single producer works well with an artist. So, for an example, J5 and J Hus, it's never a track if it doesn't have J5 on it. Also, 23, breakout artist from last year, and a guy called NA or N to the A. He produced Unofficial, Can't Tell Me Nothing, and he produced most of his album, most of his mixtape that came out this year as well. And we see with Still Banglez, it's either missed or Mo Stack. He's helped shape their careers. He's produced a lot of songs from them. So I don't think anybody's stealing from you, Still Banglez. And if you feel like anyone is stealing from you, I think you should give them a contact. You should speak to them. Because going on social media nowadays, it just makes you look a way that you're not supposed to look. Especially when you're a professional musician. Forget about musician. When you're just a professional. When you go on social media and you vent and air out certain situations that are going on within your work colleagues, because whether you like it or not, these producers that are producing with you are your work colleagues. Whether you like them or not, they are in the same industry as you. You are both working in the same place, and you're going to meet the same people, because you just said it. When I go to industry and I see these people. So as a professional, personally, this is what I think. Don't have to take my advice or anything, but personally what I think, you should have a conversation outside of social media. Social media can be very toxic at times, especially when it comes to business. When you air out business issues on social media, it just makes the scene, and it makes everybody wary, it makes everybody on their toes, and it doesn't make people respect people. It gives people the edge to do things that they don't want to do. Look now, everybody is having a rant nowadays. Everybody nowadays is going online and ranting. It's good, but it gets to a point where it's just like there's certain people that shouldn't be ranting. And I don't think Still Banglez is a person that should be ranting. You know what I'm trying to say? You are respected. Everybody respects Still Banglez. When you hear it, his tag, he's got one of the most unique producer tags. And that's another thing. Producers, you lot need to have good tags, fam. Some of you like being in the background, some of you don't like being in the background. And talking about that, I am starting the Montgomery Network, which is a group chat for all producers and upcoming artists. DM me your number. This will close Friday the 14th, 2018 at 6 p.m. British time or black man time, because that's me. I operate on black man's timing. So 6 o'clock, but it might just be black man's timing, which is 6:09. But 6 o'clock, Friday the 14th of December 2018, I will be closing it. So DM me your number. If you want to be part of this, it's going to be a mad thing, fam. You're going to send beats, you're going to meet producers, you're going to meet artists. Everybody's going to be able to network, and everyone's going to be on the same playing ground and the same field. Let me know what you lot think, though, because this is a bit striking. And like I said, 2019, I'm trying to build a big, massive producer network. I want all producers now to get the responsibility. Also, if you haven't seen my documentary on producers in the UK, make sure you go and check that out. The link for that is in the description. Still, Banglez is the only producer to chart as well. But at the end of the day, some people might say it's his work. What if everybody blows from it? Imagine if somebody copies your sound and blows from it and it's your original sound. You'd be vexed, you'd be angry. And also, producers just don't get much credit. Like I said, not much producers rant or anything. Now of recent, yeah. But before, producers didn't really say anything and they stayed in the limelight. But let me know what you lot think. Still, Banglez, one of the most respected producers. I don't think he should be ranting, and I don't think anybody has necessarily stolen his sound. I just think people have jumped on a trend that you have set out. But let me know what you lot think. Leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to promote with me, hit the email. You know what to do. In a bit.